Hello everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you a card made with this new Love and Affection set and the beautiful Affectionately Yours specialty designer paper in the new Stampin' Up catalog. So let me give you some details first. I am starting with a card base of crumb cake, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And then I have a piece of our Night of Navy cardstock cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I have a piece of the specialty designer paper that's Affectionately Yours, and it's cut at 4 by 5 1/2. We have a Night of Navy strip that's cut at 4 by 1 5/8. And then this beautiful copper specialty paper. Look how pretty that is. Love it. Okay, and that is cut at 4 by 1 1/2. Okay, and then we also need a little piece of crumb cake. This is for the sentiment on the card, and it's cut at 3/4 of an inch tall here by about 2 1/2 inches. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to just build on up with these layers, and first I'm going to take this designer paper layer and use some fast fuse and adhere it to this Night of Navy. And it's going to let just a little bit of that Night of Navy peek out from around the edge. Just the right touch. Okay. Now I have these two strips here, and so they're cut the same width here, okay, going across. That's going to layer right up on the card front. So I want to apply that. I may be running out of my fast fuse, so let me switch to snail since it's handy. All right, and let's just put this on here and leave that 1/8 inch border at the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to apply that, about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom of that those layered pieces. Okay, so now I want to use a 2-inch circle piece punched from this beautiful specialty paper here. It's got those copper accents in it with all those bright florals. It's so pretty. And I'm going to set that aside and get my crumb cake strip. And I already have my sentiment mounted. It is Sending a Smile Your Way. And so let's use this Night of Navy and ink that up. And then I'm just going to stamp it toward the left side of the card. I see I got a little too energetic with my tap, tap, tap on the ink pad, so I'm going to clean that off so I don't mess up my sentiment. And just lightly tap again to get all those letters. And then love the photopolymer where I can see where I'm stamping. There we go. Looks good. And so now we're just going to attach this behind this circle, and that is just going to mount just like that. Okay, so let me put a little adhesive here and put this just like that. I had thought about mounting another strip of cardstock behind this, but it really took away from this copper. But if you wanted to make that stand out a little more, you could try sponging around the edge here with your Night of Navy ink and make it pop a little more. But I'm going to leave mine just like this. I experimented with it, but you know, we all have our own likes and styles. So I didn't want to take away from the the copper embossing powder on that. So I'm just going to leave mine with the crumb cake and put that like that. And so I needed a little embellishment. So I have this Cucumber Crush thick twine. I've already tied a little bow and put a glue dot on the back. And then I'm just going to put it right here. Well, I've got that backwards. Right here where the circle meets the sentiment strip. And then we can apply the whole piece to our card base. Okay, and this is going to leave a 1/8 inch border around that, just like that. And there we have a fun card where the sentiment is the simply stamped part of that card, and the designer paper takes center stage. And on the inside, when I finish this, since the crumb cake can be easily written on with a dark ink pen, I will probably cut a strip of the designer paper and just adhere it, probably 1 inch wide. So try that for the inside of your cards, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and please visit my website at inkandinspirations.com for more ideas, or if you need products to make this card. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.